I'm a new volunteer woodworker at our local Mid-Michigan Performance Arts Center in preparation for their upcoming 2025 theater season. Not for their 1,500-seat main stage, those productions bring in their own crews and sets and props. I'm talking about the attached 400-seat community stage that the Performance Center lobby affectionately refers to as
the Little Theater.
But there's a lot going on here once you get past all the new construction and the building renovations. Here, hidden behind mystery doors, curtains, and backdrops are a series of workshops, creativity and design areas, and hidden doors to secret backstage rooms. Let's check it out. Behind the garage door in the back entrance of Stage 3, you'll find our main woodshop. Unlike the big productions on the main stage, we need to design and build the entire set for each upcoming show ourselves. Here, we have all the regular woodshop tools you might expect, though the work tables and counters and floors are pretty well used and beat up, which just underscores the frenzied pace that each show's build requires. Theater woodworking is also unique. There are specific build rules we need to follow, but at the same time there's plenty of deception involved in the final result. More on that later. The first show of the 2025 season for us is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, and that production is going to call for a couple of unique furniture pieces. First is a 10-foot-long dining table that we need to build out on a 2x4 frame. It'll have a large box pedestal base to hide some casters, and we'll reuse some of these wild painted posts from a previous show, cut down to fit as our table legs. The top is simply some cheap 3/8-inch plywood framed out by 1x3 pine stock mitered at the corners. Before we explore some of the other hidden backstage areas, we should probably talk about the unique requirements for theater furniture building. Aside from the fact that each piece must, of course, fit the director's needs, be functional for the actors, and, not fall apart on stage, this leads us to rule number 1. Everything must roll. While we had a small team of people working on that 10-foot dining table, another crew had tackled a sturdy bed frame construction, and together we had assembled these rolling platforms for window walls the week before. But everything on stage needs to be agile and mobile, easily rolled in and out of a scene by the actors or the stage crew. Next, we'll find the 30-foot rule. If you were to stand up close to our recently built dining table, you'd see that it was plywood and pine and that the leg spindles were rough and unsanded, but from the audience's perspective more than 30 feet away, it looks pretty realistic and plausible as a large dining table. These brass head and footboards fit the time period of the play pretty well, but the headboard was missing its center decorative piece. Plywood comes to the rescue again to create a matching design to the footboard, and with a little 3D printed oval decoration magic from another talented woodworker on our crew, the illusion is complete. From the first row of the theater to the last, it looks like it's always been there. Another great 30-foot rule example is our little recreation of an 18th century piano forte, a smaller predecessor to the grand piano that we know today. It was assembled from plywood and pine bracing, lots of wood screws, and reclaimed spindle legs that we found in another hidden storage room. Up close, it looks pretty cheesy, but after lots of sanding, some putty filler and paint, from the theater seats, it'll look like the real thing. The key word in that last sentence being paint, and that leads us to the third rule. Paint fixes almost everything. We have a talented and artistic paint specialist on staff here, and she does amazing work taking basic plywood and making it look like the real thing, including the addition of believable fake wood grain. She houses a great collection of paints and a ready supply of window frames and doors, and can even make paper mache look like a real rock wall. The main stage floor for this play also needed a fake wood makeover, turning a base coat of tan paint into a large pattern of wooden planks on the floor. It's starting to look pretty good. Now on to the hidden rooms and secret features of the stage and behind the stage. Let's get the obvious hidden rooms out of the way first, because you already know that they exist. Backstage, there are a series of dressing rooms and makeup rooms located about mid-stage, just down from the back hallway and our woodshop. There's even a nice little stress-reducing sign reminding actors which way they should be headed for their cue on stage. And the stage location is the reverse of the audience's perspective. Stage right is on the audience's left, in case you ever wondered. Left is right, right is left. See? Not confusing at all. All direction for actors and even us stage crew members is based on this orientation. Also, there's a way cool hidden feature buried under the stage floor. Our stage is on a massive turntable that rotates 360 degrees. For this play, the stage floor will stay fixed, but for other shows, we can set up multiple sets for different scenes and then simply rotate the stage to a new scene that faces the audience. Cool, eh? Also in the back of stage right is the green room. This is a place for actors to collect themselves before or after a scene or just to chill out after a performance. And I really don't know why they call this a green room, since it's basically some shade of brownish orange mixed in with a touch of regret. Perhaps we'll get to paint this room of eternal sadness someday. There are hidden storage rooms and nooks everywhere where the ghosts of performances past tend to lurk in the shadows, along with old props and constructed wooden features from other woodworking crews. The space available for storage is pretty vast, but saved materials from previous shows have filled these rooms to the brim. Our new technical director has already started to thin out the crud while keeping some of the reusable gems. Towards the back of the woodshop, behind the table saw, you'll find a hidden set of stairs. This is a 30-foot tall flight of stairs leading to the prop room with cool stuff waiting for another chance to hit the stage. And in the corner of that room is a nondescript fire door that leads to the magical world of stage lighting. These massive overhead gantries actually roll on tracks forward and back to the stage depending on the lighting director's needs. The individual lights will plug into numbered receptacles that correspond to a numbered button in the control room at the back of the house. Every light can be controlled by a small numbered panel. The structure also allows for heavy rigging like this 2-inch steel pipe anchored across the gantry that then feeds down into a center spot on stage that ultimately will support a chandelier. This is not a great place to be if you have vertigo, but it's a cool view nonetheless. Finally, in the back of the paint storage area, behind the racks of doors and windows and decorative panels, is a small set of stairs leading down beneath the stage. Its only function, aside from playing on your fear of being locked away in a dungeon, is to lure an actor into this basement pit so he or she can emerge to the stage via this trap door. For this and other performances, it's all covered and protects against accidental disappearances. Hey, what happened to that woodshop guy? I don't know. We also have other small nooks and storage areas like this structural steel rack down a stage-left hallway. There's plenty of thick steel bar stock here in case we need to weld up additional platform support on stage, and the hallway also leads to a hidden stage door where actors can enter the stage from the side. Of course, we have a locked-up tool crib, too, where our racks have most every hand tool or power tool we might need. Oh, and lots of bolts and screws here, too. Perhaps the biggest hiding in plain sight storage location can be found on the sides and back wall of the stage, where it provides almost 2 times more square footage than the visible stage itself. This is where our larger props, rolling stage baffles, and ready-made platforms and risers are held. And even with that, there's still room for a live orchestra to sit behind the curtains and backdrops. It's an amazing space for a smaller community theater. There's also more tidbits to discover here to be sure, but I hope that this gave you an insight into most of our hidden rooms, work areas, and some theater tricks we use in stage productions. Please be sure to support your own local community theater. It's important to the cultural health of your community. And if you happen to be a woodworker, maybe volunteer at your own theater. They just might need your help. Hey everybody, thanks for watching our little channel. We don't ask for donations or charge for membership fees, so your thumbs up and a subscription are the best way to support our channel. Thanks, and take care.